Katie here from Olives and Grapes. I'm with Chef Fernando. We're going to make a Cuban lentil salad this morning. So what do we got going on? Looks interesting.
We've got a really healthy and really easy lentil salad to make. It's actually Cuban style. And we're going to be adding some plantains for sweetness. We're also going to be using the olive oil and vinegar from Olives and Grapes. And we're actually going to make a nice little vinaigrette with that to add to that. And it's just going to bring it all together. The spiciness from the harissa oil, the sweetness from the plantain, and then all the other flavors, and then especially the vinegar, the pomegranate vinegar is just going to bring it all together.
Awesome.
And it's really delicious.
Okay, well let's get started.
Okay.
All right, so what's first?
So the first thing we want to do is we want to make our lentils. Okay. And the best way to do it, lentils are very simple to make. So you just want to actually go according to the package. It's basically 2-to-1 ratio, where it's one of the lentils and 2 parts of water or a broth or something like that. But what we're going to do to that as we're cooking them, we're actually going to add some garlic and also some fine chopped onions to that mixture in itself. Okay.
And you're putting that in the pot while it's cooking?
In the pot while it's cooking.
Gotcha.
It's going to cook roughly about 15 to 20 minutes. Okay. The biggest thing you don't want to do is add salt to your beans or to the lentils, because it will make them soggy and just really deteriorate them. So you want to stay away from adding salt till the end of the whole process. Okay. Okay. When you start mixing the salad together. Okay.
Gotcha.
So those are some of the things and then we're also going to have some. To add to the salad towards the end, we're going to have some shredded carrots. We're also going to have some chopped scallions or green onions. We're going to add some cilantro. And we're going to actually cook off a plantain to add sweetness to the... All right, so we're going to go ahead and move ahead to making the plantain itself. Plantains are really interesting. They are part of the banana family. There's actually a green plantain and then, of course, a ripened plantain. And normally when you go to the supermarket you see them. A lot of people back away from them because they don't really understand what they are, but they're awesome. The Latin community all through the Caribbean, they use them a lot. One of the best things about them is when they get darker, they get this...
They get sweeter.
So sweeter, and they have such a unique taste, and you can cook with them, which is really interesting. A regular banana just deteriorates, mush and stuff like that. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut the end pieces off them, as such. With the tip of your knife, we're just going to cut right through it, and then we're going to peel it. And peel is really easy. Okay. Then we're going to cut it in half all the way through. Turn it. We're going to cut it in half again all the way through. So we have 4 parts. Okay. And then we're just going to make nice chunks out of them, maybe about 1/2 inch to close to 1 inch. Okay, so we're going to add a little bit of, we're going to get our pan nice and hot. We're going to add some olive oil to that. Just enough to cover the bottom of the pan. Okay, so swirl it around a little bit. Now that pan's really hot. As soon as you drop the plantains in them, they're going to sizzle. Okay. Now, while that's cooking, we can start actually putting the salad together, because this is really simple. You got some romaine. Now you can use any kind of lettuce, baby greens. I would stay away from regular iceberg lettuce. It just really goes flat on it. It doesn't really give it much of a lift. You can add cabbage to this, red cabbage, to bring out the color in it.
Or spring mix.
Spring mix, radicchio. We're going to cut it in half. Okay, keeping it all together. And then we're just going to actually shred this letter. Now mind you, notice that I'm not really going through it so roughly. It's just one chop and it's done. Right. Simple. Nice. Okay, we're going to add it together. So what we're going to make is a quick vinaigrette. Okay. We're going to make a quick emulsification. Basically, what emulsification is to incorporate air into a fat. Right. Okay. Right. It mixed with the vinegar and then bind them together, because oil and vinegar actually separate. Correct. Okay. Yeah. So a basic vinaigrette is 3 parts olive oil and 1 part acid, which is going to be our vinegar. All right. Okay. So we're actually going to pour some of the harissa in here. And then some of the pomegranate quince vinegar, just a little bit. And with a whisk, we're just actually going to whisk this together really quick, all together. It just takes a couple seconds. Okay, and that is done there. Okay, so now we're going to actually put our salad together. We're going to have our cooked lentils. We're going to add our shredded carrots. Our chopped scallions, which are green onions too. We're going to grab some fresh cilantro. Now, a lot of people like to pick through the stems and stuff like that. Yeah. I love the stems. Yeah. I'm just going to kind of rough chop that. Not a lot, just a little bit. We're going to add our plantains in there.
Yum.
And we're going to go ahead and mix this first. Okay, just give it a nice little toss. Don't have to be so rough with it, just quick toss. Okay. Then we're going to add our vinaigrette, the harissa pomegranate quince vinaigrette in there.
Don't leave any behind.
None. Okay, just kind of toss that together like that. We're going to add this right on top of that green. You want to showcase, of course, the plantains.
Yes.
Make them stand out. Okay. A bit of scallion. Then we're just going to actually finish it off with a little bit of the harissa. Just kind of around like that. Make it pretty. And a tad bit of pomegranate.
A little something to scoop with.
Yeah.
Can never have too much of that. Awesome.
And that's it right there. It's really simple. It probably takes about 20 minutes from start to finish to make, and it's super, super healthy. And you can add grilled shrimp to that if you want some meat in it. You can add some chicken to that. It's delicious, even tofu if you like.
Right, put it in a wrap.
Put it in a wrap, absolutely.
Everything goes in a wrap.
Everything goes in a wrap.
Thank you.
Simple, healthy, and it's just delicious overall.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Visit Chef Fernando on his website or on his email. He does cooking classes, also does private chefing. Thank you again. We really, really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Absolutely. You too.
Thanks.